Hey everybody, this is attorney Jason McGrath. We're going to talk about arbitration and specifically arbitrations that stem out of contract clauses. Although for this topic, it really doesn't matter how your arbitration comes about, it just matters that it does. What do arbitrators cost? People generally don't know the answer to that, and that's understandable. Arbitrators typically charge something similar to what lawyers charge, which means there's going to be a range. I don't think I've ever seen an arbitrator charge less than maybe $150 an hour. And I would say the going rate is probably somewhere between 200 and 250. But again, that depends on a lot of other factors. So for example, if the arbitrator charges sort of a retainer type fee that, hey, look, you're going to pay $500 or $1,000 or something like that to just have me be the arbitrator, and that just goes in the arbitrator's pocket. They may charge a little bit of a lower hourly rate because they've already got some money in their pocket for being involved in this. And that's kind of how lawyers, treat cases in a general sense as well from a fee standpoint. Also, does the arbitrator require a minimum payment for an arbitration once it's scheduled or for a telephonic hearing or something like that? So for example, if you have an arbitration hearing that is scheduled for, October 20, 21, and 22, well, the arbitrator may say, hey, look, I'm setting aside 3 days at your request, which means I'm not dealing with my own private law clients. I'm not engaging in other arbitrations, et cetera, et cetera. So, if you all end up canceling that, I'm going to end up, having lost opportunities to make other money, basically. So whether it's called a cancellation fee or a retainer fee or a minimum payment or something like that, it could be that the arbitrator says, I am going to get paid, up front at least 1 day, 1 day worth of fees. And if you all cancel the arbitration or postpone it, I get to keep that because I've lost other, money making opportunities. So, you should expect to at least pay something similar to what you're paying your lawyer. And often, but not always with arbitration, the two sides, or if there's more than two sides, all of the sides will split the arbitrator's costs equally. And let me be clear, that's distinct from paying the other side's attorney's fees or other costs, just talking about paying the arbitrator or arbitrators. Typically that is split, sometimes including if you all jointly buy the arbitrator lunch, you end up splitting that. All those things usually do get split down the middle or three ways if there's three different parties. So that's usually just two parties. So that's what you're going to be looking at as far as the monetary aspect of it. And like anybody else, arbitrators sometimes can be bargained with as far as their fees, but for the most part, they have their set fees, and that's what they expect, and that's what you end up paying. So I just wanted you to know that. Thanks.